Hello, my name is April. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and today we are going to talk about the April 8th eclipse. I'm going to be channeling messages from the Akashic records. Mind you, I am not a traditional go by the books kind of reader, so I'm just going to share with you guys what I receive, no filter at all. And enjoy the channeled message. And what we're going to do is ask about how this April 8th eclipse is going to affect us. And I'm going to expand deeper and ask what the significance of eclipses are spiritually for us, or just as, as a collective. So let me go ahead and tune into this. What is the significance of the April 8th eclipse? It is a magnetic force, a force of many magnetic forces. Know that there are many eclipses. They happen regularly. They do affect living beings and other beings. But know that this effect is minimal to the effects of the heart. Your ability to magnetize and create great change and to shift your energy and your state of consciousness is opening your heart, allowing the frequencies of the heart to work through you to help yourself and others, and to make great changes in this world. And the more that the heart is expanding, you will see that it is resonating at a higher frequency, allowing others to feel this energy, and with that it expands into others, and great change occurs. But know with the eclipse, there is an external vibration and frequency that is creating a softness and an opening for you to see who you are more. You can allow this external energy to come into your system, into your being. You can also not allow it to come in. You have the power to do so. What will you choose? Know that there are so many eclipses occurring simultaneously, all at the same time, sometimes separately, sometimes in different universes. Know that your moon has a magnetic pull and pulse, but there are other moons that are bigger, that have a pulse, even though far away, has the ability to shift your solar system, your state of consciousness, your natural resources, your environments. There is so much more out there affecting so many other states. Know that your sun has the ability to bring life force in and out of your existence. It is a strong power. It can alter your state of consciousness and the events of the world. Know that you can have the external energies work for you. How will you let these energies unfold in your life? Know that nature is also a strong force that affects you. Volcanoes can create a resurgence, an insistence on moving into a specific direction and letting go of an old. Earthquakes can bring you into a state of perseverance, making you see what's really worth fighting for? What should I do? How should I exist? Why am I here? This eclipse is a deepening of intuition. Looking within, seeing yourself, experiencing you, who you are, internally. The solar flares are here to show you that life is precious. All of these affect your earth. Your earth also goes through a rebirth when these occur. And it is important to know that change is important and valuable. That all change is going into a higher state of consciousness and perspective, although it looks uncomfortable or uncertain. Do not fear, as fear in a magnetic energy creates chaos. How will you show up in magnetic frequencies like this eclipse? Show up in the energy of love. Have love magnetize. And remember that your human heart, your spiritual heart, your higher states of being can make greater changes than anything on the external. Use the external to magnify the human heart. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and use some of my mediumship and my psychic abilities just to kind of feel into the events and the things that are going to occur after this eclipse. And it's not as exciting as some of the people out there have been projecting. It is internally exciting though, because there are so many people that are going to be looking and within themselves, whether they want to or not. It's going to be like this whole layer that just kind of like leaves the body. And whenever there is big change, some people are very adaptable to it. They're like, yes, got it, all right. And then there are people who are very fixed, and there might be a little resistance towards that. But that's when I feel into that energy, it feels like people are going to have a hard time with change. And the less that you are stuck in your ways and you can just kind of open up and surrender to it, you're going to notice that life is going to be much easier if you do that. It does also, this has nothing to do with the eclipse, but the eclipse is a part of the progression of people starting to see their self-worth, to see their individuality, to step into their truth and who they are and their truest self-expression. That's just the energy that's happening, and this is just like a segment or a deepening into that. Let me go ahead and tune into the land and see how it's feeling about the eclipse. If anything, the trees are really happy. It's really doing something for the trees. It's like feeding them more. They're able to, whenever the trees feel happy and they're getting more, they give us more. And believe it or not, we rely heavily on those trees. So that feels good. It does feel like the water, like if you're near any water that is flowing, that it has a little bit of more of a rougher edge to it, or that there's like a little bit of like the marine life might be a little sporadic that night in the next coming days. Let's see what else. For some people who are sensitive, this could be disorienting. And so it's good to, if you are really sensitive to the moon or any like placements, like just, take it easy. Just stay at home if you can. This is a great time to reflect and just take it easy. For those who are really nervous about like catastrophic events, I'm not feeling anything. It just feels like there might be a little weather, a little extra weather, but nothing crazy. I'm looking. I'm trying to find something. It does feel like for some people who are irrational that make irrational decisions, they make more irrational decisions. That is probably the most catastrophic thing that I could feel into, but it's not catastrophic. It's just, it's the same energy. It's the same person just doing more in that energy. That's all I'm getting, but nothing life altering. So let's see. And is there anything else? It's a great time to rest. It's a great time to be on vacation. It's a great time to just dance, be in love, be introspective, be loving, have a wonderful time. Also, I'm picking up it does feel like the intuition is going to pick up. So people who haven't had a spiritual awakening yet, there might be some people that have awakenings because the frequency is changing naturally. Just like if you were to go into nature, the frequency is very different from nature than it is from a city. When you're in nature, people are usually more intuitive, get more intuitive hits in nature. So with this eclipse, there are people who have, they might have their first real intuitive experience. Also, any places, and I'm going to go out there and say it because if you live in a haunted place, you just might pick up on more activity, if you will. So also, if you're trying to contact universe, God, this is a great time to do that. So that's what I have about this eclipse. But know that you can, just from what I've channeled, you can do this without an eclipse. And you can do this anywhere and everywhere you want to, as long as you know how to change your frequency. And that's what I love teaching people, how to step into their heart space, how to connect to the field and tap into their alpha brainwave state and their gamma brainwave state so they can change their frequency, live in their heart space, and change the world. So if you want to do some of that, go ahead and check out some of my stuff down in the description below. And I hope you guys have a lovely, wonderful rest of your day. Bye.